Welcome back, students. We have started with the article that is OYO reinventing the hospitality. Okay, and we have seen how the one idea has been created into a big blown venture as such. Okay, and who has created that idea? Ritesh Agrawal. Okay, a man who was very talented, but basically who does not have that much capital, but with the only a talent and the pursuit of knowledge, he has created the different success altogether. Okay, and how did he manage? He managed that just because of teamwork. Okay, and you should understand that to get success, it is very essential for you to collect a people like you should be surrounded with the people like you, and for that matter you should have a one particular thing with you, that is a convincing power. And how can you get that convincing power? With a right kind of mindset. And how can you get it? Through effective communication skill. If you possess a good communication skills, you will be surrounded with the people like you, those who will work for you, and obviously you will conquer all the world. Okay, how if you take an example, so for example, like a great emperor, no, like you, if you take example of Shivaji Maharaj, there you find that there were a people, those who are ready to sacrifice the lives for them. Okay, and how did they manage it? Just because of right communication skills, and they have that leadership quality, and they just because of that they have the connectivity, and they can maintain the relationship, and that you find in this particular short story, because he has convinced them, and he basically he convinced and pursued engineers that OYO is a technology driven company, and then he convinced them and fly back with 3-4 engineers daily. So it was his daily routine. Okay, so just because of right talent and hard work, he has achieved it. Okay, so it is very essential for you to pursue one target, and you should make that target with the help of other people as well. Okay, you shouldn't be focusing on yourself. There should be a decentralization, there should be a people. You should understand that you are in the community, and you should make yourself social. And how can you make it? By following etiquettes, by imbibing the good communication skill. You can be fitted with this new kind of atmosphere. Okay, this is very essential. So gradually a team of very talented OYO preneurs was built in OYO's early days. Asset owners were slightly reluctant to associate themselves with the startup because they were skeptic, because it was new altogether. And if the new companies are there, the people are skeptic about it. But if you will show them that this is the thing that you can go with, and you can get a maximum recovery and maximum benefits from it, then the asset owners will obviously think about it. So as the business model was untested, but most importantly they weren't sure if OYO could bring any value to their business. However, they were convinced once they witnessed the impact that reflected in higher repeat customers and greater revenues. Okay, and furthermore, the use of OYO's technology increased efficiency of on-ground operations, revenue management, and CRM. Okay, and they thereby building a trust among asset owners. Okay, so when they got to know that this is the company where you are finding a maximum satisfaction of customer, and the repeat value is so much was there, because these were the technology driven company, and they were focusing on the implicit behavior of the customer. By understanding, by interpreting the implicit behavior of the customer, they were analyzing that what could be made into different things that the customer will get maximum satisfaction. And if the customer gets maximum satisfaction, obviously your word mouth is very good. And if the word mouth is good, obviously the one people will talk to another, and through that you can get a maximum customer, and you can grab the attention. And so these were the things he has rectified it and imbibed it at the right time, and that's why he has created the history, and that's why there was a maximum reputation of the customers. And once you have understood the implicit behavior of the customer, you can adapt the changes accordingly, and if you will adapt the changes accordingly, there will be the customer satisfaction. So these are the things that you should be incorporating while starting any new business as such. So over the years we worked effortlessly towards building consumer trust by offering standardized services, amenities in room experiences. So there was which led to quality customer experiences at affordable prices, a positive shift from what other players were offering. Okay, so in competition, if you are providing everything within their amount, no, so obviously the customer will choose you rather than any competitors. So today the company boasts of robust, resilient and diversified group of leaders that have stood by the organization and personified distributed leadership as well. So there wasn't like that he alone has created the history, even though the thought was his, but he has accumulated the people, he has collected the people like him. Okay, and so there was a group of chain now. Okay, and those are working for the company. Okay, so he has managed to get their trust as well. Okay, because when you are in a group, no, you will have to convince your partner as well that how can we be the person who can excel in the business world. Okay, so there was no skepticism as such. Okay, there was a trust, complete trust. And how can you build a trust within your organization? With the usage of right kind of communication skills. If the communication skill is not good, so obviously the one employee will think about another employee, there will be quarrel, there won't be any smooth practice as such. So you should understand that there shouldn't be any communication gap to maintain the relationship. That's what we can take out from this short story. So key to Oevo's success is the system of distributed leaderships driven them to continue to innovate. Okay, because when you are in the mood of that autocratic administrations, so then there is a possibility that people will not take participation in this such type of autocratic administration. You should be following a decentralization method where people will be accountable for their work and they are free to use their imagination, and they are free to incorporate all the creativity. Okay, that's what he has done. Okay, even though the idea of his now he has he followed the decentralization method where everyone can incorporate their ideas and can be innovative. Okay, but there is a group of chain and they are just doing whatever the good constructive things that can be done for Oevo. Okay, so it has become a leading brand right now. Okay, where lots of people have their investment and they are very sure about that their investment will get a good return as well. So most significantly, it encourages consultations and a conscious over command and control. So you will see that there is a command as well as it is not a command in an autocratic manner. It is a command where the people, the different organization can put forth their ideas. Different leaders can put forth their ideas, and if it is good, no, it will be tested and it can be incorporated. Okay, so it is not like just autocratic administration. So they see these are the technology you can adapt and you can be excel into any field as such. So the technology is the core of Oevo's DNA and is leveraged to enhance the experience of asset owners and customers alike. So technology enables Oevo in taking ownership of the end-to-end customer experience, right from the search and booking process to in-room amenities, service delivery and checkout. So there are a different kind of services where you will get a systematic check-in service and checkout services, amenities. You will be provided with different facilities as such. Okay, so in further, allows online procurement and inventory management. So in online service it is available. Again, with the technology, they are doing inventory management as such. Inventory management is like management of other resources, okay, that are coming in this field. So then data science and machine learning helps OIO understand guest behavior, so they can understand the implicit behavior of the customer, and they can track out that what it needs to be incorporated, so that they can get a huge satisfaction. So how they interact with the search results, app, and interactions they carry out while staying at OIO hotels. So for asset owners, OIO's tech-enabled sophisticated onboarding process, best-in-class renovation capabilities, and quality hotel operations come together to create an ecosystem of efficiency through which they are able to deliver higher yields for asset owners. Okay, so it is not something that when the people are investing something, they should get return, and now they are getting return, so they have maintained the trust bond right now. Okay, so see, these are the things you should be incorporating. So through the OIO app, asset owners can have complete visibility on cash flows, business performance, pricing, customer reviews, recommendations. So through that, for example, if you are giving a positive feedback, that feedback will be incorporated, that can be shown to the different platform, okay, with the technology. So people will get idea that this is the place where we should be staying for yours, any kind of a stay. Okay, so today, with the trust of both asset owners and customers, OIO has expanded business and host a guest from around the world with its varied offerings. Whether a guest is looking for an affordable and quantitative accommodation option, a staycation or executive stay, whether it is a staycation is like a holiday. For example, if you have a holiday, you can look for a staycation where you want some enjoyment, or executive stay. Executive stay is basically related with that you have some official work and you need to stay over there. So for both, we have OIO service available, where you can offer both types of, where we have OIO townhouse, where we have OIO home, where we have OIO life as well. So these three categories they are providing, where you will get all kind of service, amenities, room experiences, everything is available there, where you will get a high quality satisfaction as such. Okay, because in OIO townhouse there are these are the where travelers aspiring a premium economy accommodation. And then we have OIO home, that is India's maiden home management system for perfect staycations. So it is available for your holidays. If you want to stay there, so then you can go for OIO home. Then OIO life is there, that is a targeted millennials and young professionals in search of fully managed homes on long-term rentals at affordable prices, and more such offerings. Okay, so these are the three categories. Once you read it, you will understand it. And now we'll see OIO in the present, what kind of history it has created. Now we'll see. Ritesh says कि every overnight success is a 5 to 10 year old journey. Okay, so for example, if you have a similar thought and if you want to create a history, you should have two things with you, that is patience and perseverance. Okay, so even if the failures are coming into your way, you shouldn't be discouraged with, but you should take it as a challenge. This is something you should learn from this, and you should understand that after 5 years what will I become. Okay, so he has a particular goal where after 5 years my company will be a leading company, and he has turned out that things into a existence. And how it has become possible? Through hard work, through perseverance, and through a smart work as well, okay, because he has convinced the people like him, and through this he got the chain of intelligent OEOpreneurs. Okay, so OEO started with the belief that everyone deserves a beautifully designed, chic and comfortable living place. So what were the objective? Kya? Everyone deserves a good place. So prime objective is that the customer satisfaction was the prime objective. He hasn't started that business to excel in this field, but his prime objective that whatever we are giving, no, the customer is our main focus, and if they get satisfaction, obviously eventually the second objective will be fulfilled. Okay, so these are the things you should be focusing on when you go for a long term objective. There should be a prime objective, and once you focus on that small objective, the big objective will be fulfilled. So the company has been committed to change the way people live, and did that by upgrading the unbranded hotels into a great quality living space. So he has changed it completely. Okay, so unbranded hotels, if you will see these are the hotels that will provide you a good quality spaces, which is comparatively good than the branded hotels. Okay, and offering them affordable prices. And how did he manage? So you can just understand that key, even though if it is affordable, even though they are not charging so much, then how can you take into account the yield is great, and how the asset owners are getting higher returns? This is something that you should be asking me. But why this has been possible? Because of this convincing ability. Now though he has a different type of asset owners where they are spending so much. Okay, and when the collective effort is there, you cannot charge maximum amount, because you will be surrounded with the financial security. Okay, and just because of that, when the amount is spent and when the maximum return is there, so you can sacrifice the prices. It cannot be sacrificed with, like, for example, if you will start, and if you want to make your business to compete with the people, those who are not charging so much, and if you will try to make it the things ki, okay, I will charge very few, so it is not possible for you. For this, you will have to first create a company where the maximum asset owners are investing into your company, and through that you can sacrifice the prices, and it can be affordable to the common public, and then only you can attract the attention. Okay, this is something you should be focusing on. Okay, and the prices cannot be reduced in a day, so it needs a patience, perseverance and high courage as well. Okay, this is something that the risk should be taken at the right time. So offering them affordable prices at the best location around the world. Now OYO has already hosted over 180 million guests from 120 nationalities between January and December 2019. See, this is the change, okay, that you should be surprised at, you should be shocked at ki how this one thought has created a big blown venture, and now it is international brand. Okay, now it is international brand because the different nationalities, different people are experiencing now. And you see in January to December 2019, in over 43,000 hotels and over 1 million rooms and more than 130,000 holiday homes, so globally. So OYO's innovative business model has led up to approximately 90% of its business coming from repeat and the word of mouth customers. Okay, so you should understand what it needs to be done is that you should be focusing on word mouth. Okay, if word mouth is good, obviously the people will come to you. Okay, and how can this be done? With the all the amenities, okay, and with the proper amendments as such. Okay, so then Ritesh sincerely believes that OYO has just scratched the surface, and it's fascinating with the vast that it can tap into. There are over 3.2 billion middle income people around the world, and OYO's mission is to upgrade all forms of real estate, thereby enabling these middle income travelers and city dwellers experience living the good life. So what was the prime objective was the key, living the good life. Okay, everyone deserves a good place to stay in. This was the prime objective, and this has been done by this man who basically was a middle class, who does not have that much amount, does not have that much capital, and now became a top brand. Okay, this is the journey. Though it looks unbelievable, but this has turned to be a reality. Okay, and how it has been possible? Just because of strong determination, strong willpower. Okay, so if you have similar kind of a thought, you shouldn't be underestimating yourself. Let the people talk. Okay, you should be focusing on the career where you are best at. If you are best at, even though the see, if he would have thought ki this is not my cup of tea, how can I make the influence on entrepreneur, I do not have that much capital, there is no way. Okay, if you possess that quality, you should be glorifying it, you should be doing something to excel in it. Okay, and if you have that attitude, no, there are no limitation for you, there are no any shortcomings will make you down. Okay, this should be your attitude. This is something you should learn from this man Ritesh Agrawal. Okay, so our focus is not how did he manage, what is the cost, how much it has been spread. This is not our focus. Our focus is derive inspiration from this man Ritesh Agrawal. Okay, so our focus is like inspiration. The world textbook suggests that ki our cover book says ki will have to derive inspiration from short story. Okay, this is not something ki how much amount and how much this is not our focus. Our focus is we should derive inspiration. So OEO, reinventing hospitality, the words itself suggest that it wasn't an invention as such, but it was a reinvention. It was an innovative idea presented, put forth by a person who was a middle class, who has nothing to capitalize, but just because of right strategy, he has created it, and the unbelievable world has been made into a reality existence. That is something you should look out, and that is something you should be followed on. Okay, so this is something that over the next couple of years the industry will continue to change, technology will continue to transform, and OEO will continue to evolve by staying humble and hungry to create better experiences for every customer every day around the world. Okay, this is something you should understand ki now the every day the technology has been changing, the world is transforming, but what you can expect from them ki they have the ability to present themselves in an innovative way, and they can create the best. This is something you should understand from this short story. Okay, so you should derive some inspiration. If you have something in your mind, if you have similar thought, if you have similar ideology, if you think that I can become this person, if I can excel in this field, you should not be letting, or you should not be underestimating yourself, but you should focus on these skills, and these skills shouldn't be remain hide. Okay, this is should be attitude, but the strong determination, perseverance, powers, and consistency in acquiring or getting into that position is something you should be deriving from this short story. Okay, so I hope you have understood it, and I hope everyone will follow whatever the teachings that has been put forth by Ritesh Agrawal. Okay, thank you. So officially we have done with this article. Now I will start with the next unit. Okay, thank you.